And we are back with part 2 of this week's reading of the Messianic Jewish Family Bible, Tree of Life version. And we had just completed the beginning part of our teaching this week. We've gone through the introduction to Numbers, and we've actually gotten into chapter 1. We haven't completed it. We've done the first section where God had wanted the men, the fighting men, the men that were old enough to actually be part of an army, because as you're going to see as we read through the Bible, Israel did really need an army to be able to protect themselves against the enemies that time and time again would come up against them. So this is the beginning of putting the Israeli army together through the 12 tribes, and they were the count of the army that was put together was 603,550. So the second part of chapter 1 is entitled Duties of the Levites. The Levites, however, were not counted by the tribe of the ancestors, so they were not included in this census and in this gathering of the armies, and you're going to see why. For Adonai told Moses, definitely you are not to number the tribe of Levi, or Levi, as some call that tribe, nor take the sum of them among Benaiah Israel. Instead, you are to appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of the testimony, over all its implements and all pertaining to it. They are to carry the tabernacle and all its utensils, tend to it, and camp around it. Whenever the tabernacle sets out, the Levites are to dismantle it. And whenever the tabernacle is pitched, the Levites are to set it up. But the commoner who comes near to it must be put to death. Benaiah Israel will encamp each man with his own camp, each with his own standard according to his own divisions. The Levites are to camp around the tabernacle of the testimony, so that there will be no wrath unleashed on the community of Benaiah Israel. So the Levites are to maintain care of the tabernacle of testimony. So Benaiah Israel did all that Adonai commanded Moses. So they did. So you're going to see how important and these instructions were for the care, and especially the Ark of the Covenant. How the instructions, we talked about that in the book of Exodus, how it was to be cared for, how it was to be carried. And now, of course, the Levites are in charge of, well, they're the priests, so they're in charge of worship. They're in the worship portion. So that would mean the tabernacle. So that is what they're put in charge of, and it is a very, very important duty for the tribe of Levi to actually have in their possession. And of course, when this is not followed to the letter, we're going to see as we read further on into the Bible how there's a ton of mishaps happen when the ark is not carried properly. People are struck dead. And you know what happens when they look into the tabernacle. They're not supposed to be looking in the tabernacle. I mean, into the Ark of the Covenant. What happens to those people? So that's a spoiler alert. You're going to find, but we're going to be reading through that as we go. But yes, because there was specific instructions that God gave for the care of the Ark of the Covenant. So we're going to move to chapter 2, Order of Ancestral Households. Adonai said to Moses and Aaron, saying, let each man encamp under his own standard among the banners of their ancestral house at an appropriate distance around the tent of meeting. Those camping on the east toward the sunrise will be of the standard of Judah, according to their divisions. Nachshon, son of Amminadab, is the prince of the sons of Judah. His division by their number is 74,600. Camping next to him shall be the tribe of Issachar. The prince of the sons of Issachar is Nathaniel, son of Zuar. Their division by their number is 54,400. Next, the tribe of Zebulun. The prince of the sons of Zebulun is Eliab, son of Helon. His division by count is 54,400. All those numbered to Judah's camp by their division are 186,400. They are to advance first. This is the section of Judah that advances first. So what God is doing is he's taking the tribes and he's actually placing them where they, and when they camp, as they're moving about the wilderness, what order they are to actually set up camp and where they're supposed to be. So that is what's happening here. The standard of the camp of Reuben shall be on the south side by their divisions. The prince of the sons of Reuben is Eliezer, son of Shedeur. His division by their number is 46,500. Those camping next to them are the tribe of Simeon. The prince of the sons of Simeon is Shelumiel, son of Zurishaddai. His division by their number is 59,300. And next, the tribe of Gad. The prince of the tribe of Gad is Eliasaph, son of Ruel. His division by their numbers is 45,650. And all those numbered to the camp of Reuben are 151,450. They are to set out second. So they follow the 186,400 of the division of Judah, the section that Judah is under. And that section also includes the tribe of Issachar and Zebulun. So here we have then Reuben, and we have Simeon, and we have Gad together. Then the tent of meeting will move out with the camp of the Levites, which is in the middle of the camps, just as they were in camp, each person in his own place under his own appropriate standard. So we're going to have the Levites in the middle. On the west will be the standard of the camp of Ephraim by their divisions. The prince of the son of Ephraim is Elishama, son of Ammihud. His division by their numbers is 40,500. And next to him is the tribe of Manasseh. The prince of the sons of Manasseh is Gamaliel, son of Pedazur. His division by their numbers is 32,200. Next is the tribe of Benjamin. The prince of the sons of Benjamin is Abidan, son of Gideoni, and his division by their numbers is 35,400. So this section would be Ephraim, Manasseh, and Benjamin, and all those numbered to the camp of, and it's called the camp of Ephraim, these three tribes, are 108,100 by their divisions. They are to advance third. So you see how the order, how God had directed order in how they would be moving about. The standard of the king of Dan shall be on the north, according to their divisions. The prince of the sons of Dan is Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai, and his division by their numbers is 62,700. Next to him will encamp the tribe of Asher. The prince of the sons of Asher is Pagiel, son of Akran, and his division by their numbers is 41,500. Next is the tribe of Naphtali, and the prince of the sons of Naphtali is Ahira, son of Enan, and his division by their numbers is 53,400. So now these three tribes are numbered as the camp of Dan, and all those numbered to the camp of Dan are a total of 157,600. They are to advance last by their standards. So this would be Dan, Asher, and Naphtali. These are the numbers of Bnei Israel in accordance with their ancestral households. All those counted according to their divisions, again, are 603,550. These are the men 20 years and upward for the fighting men, the army. However, the Levites were not counted among Bnei Israel, just as Adonai commanded Moses. So Bnei Israel acted in accordance with all that Adonai had commanded Moses. Thus, they camped by their standards and set out each man according to their families and their ancestral houses. So the other thing in doing this, again, to kind of recap that, actually what God is doing is that he's giving them order in how when they stop, when they're not traveling, this is how they are to be. This is the layout of how where everybody's supposed to be encamped. And so when they move, when they actually start to advance, they start with the tribe of Judah and the encampment of Judah, which is the three tribes that are included there. That's like 186,400 of them that will all advance together first, and then you get Reuben, and then you're going to have Ephraim, and then you're going to have Dan. So that is how they're all going to be moving when they actually travel. So that's a little interesting nugget as far as that goes. And God actually did give them wonderful order, so they weren't scattered all about and wandering all about and getting lost. I mean, they were all in advancing in a uniform manner. He provided that structure for them, and was given to Moses and Aaron to actually tell the people. Okay, chapter 3, the Levite families and duties. These are the generations of Aaron and Moses current at the time Adonai spoke to Moses at Mount Sinai. These are the names of Aaron's sons: Nadab the firstborn, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the anointed Kohanim, whom he consecrated to be priests. But Nadab and Abihu died before Adonai for offering unauthorized fire before Adonai in the Sinai wilderness. They had no children. So Eleazar and Ithamar served as Kohanim under Aaron their father. And again, Kohanim are the priests. Then Adonai spoke to Moses, saying, "Gather the tribe of Levi near and appoint them to attend to Aaron the Kohen. They are to keep watch over duties for him and the entire community before the tent of meeting while performing the service of the tabernacle. They are to tend to all the implements of the tent of meeting and the service of Benaiah Israel while performing the service of the tabernacle. You are to give the Levites to Aaron and his sons. Out of Benaiah Israel, they are dedicated entirely to him. You are to appoint Aaron and his sons to maintain the priesthood. Any commoner who approaches must be executed." Then Adonai said to Moses, saying, "See, I have taken the Levites from among Benaiah Israel in place of the firstborn who opens the womb among Benaiah Israel. The Levites will be mine, because all the firstborn are mine. In the day when I was striking down all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, I consecrated to myself every firstborn in Israel, whether man or animal, as mine. I am Adonai." Adonai spoke in the Sinai wilderness to Moses, saying, "Count the sons of Levi according to their ancestral house, by their families, every male a month old and upward. You are to number them." So Moses numbered them in accordance with the word of Adonai, just as he was commanded. These were the sons of Levi by their names: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. Now, this is going to become very important when we speak about the tribe of Levi. These then were the names of the sons of Gershon: Libni and Shimei. It's Shimei. The sons of Kohath by their families were Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uziel. The sons of Merari by their families are Mali and Mushi. These then were the families of the Levites by their ancestral households. To Gershon belonged the family of the Libnites, and the family of the Shimeites. These were the families of the Gershonites. The number of every male 1 month old and upward who were counted were 7,500. The Gershonites were to camp behind the tabernacle on the west. The prince of the ancestral house of the Gershonites was Eliasaph, son of Lael, Lael. The duties of the sons of Gershon in the tent of the meeting were the tabernacle, the tent, its coverings, the curtain of the entrance of the tent of meeting, the curtains of the courtyard, The screen of the entrance of the courtyard around the tabernacle and altar, its ropes, and all related to its use. To Kohath belonged the family of the Amramites, the family of the Izharites, the Hebronites, and the Uzzielites. These were the Kohathite families. The number of every male 1 month old and upward was 8,600, and their duties were caring for the sanctuary. The Kohathite families were to camp along the side of the tabernacle on the south. The prince of the ancestral household of the Kohathites was Elis, tongue-tied here, Elizaphan, son of Uziel, and these were the responsibilities for the ark, the table, the menorah, the altars, and the implements. This was what they were responsible for. All of these were of the sanctuary, and this was used in service with them, the curtain, and all involved with its use. Again, they were responsible for the ark, the table, the menorah, the altars, and the implements of the sanctuary used in service with them, and the curtain, and all involved with its use. The chief prince of the Levites was Eleazar, son of Aaron, the Kohen, appointed over those whose responsibility was the care of the sanctuary. To Merari belonged the families of Malites and the Mushites. These were the families of Merari. Their number by count of every male 1 month old and upward was 6,200. The prince of the house of the father of Merarites was Zuriel, son of Abihail. They were to camp on the north side of the tabernacle, and the sons of Merari were appointed over the care of the frames of the tabernacle, its crossbars, posts, bases, and all the equipment for its use. The posts of the surrounding courtyard, their bases, pegs, and ropes. Those camping in front of the tent of meeting on the east, towards the sunrise, were Moses, Aaron, and his sons. They were to care for the sanctuary on behalf of Bnei Israel. But anyone unauthorized who approached had to be executed. All the Levites were counted by Moses and Aaron at the word of Adonai by their families, inclusive of every male 1 month old and upward, were 22,000. In the last section of chapter 3, before we pause and come back then with part 3, is entitled Redemption of the Firstborn. Adonai said to Moses, count every firstborn male of Bnei Israel from 1 month old and upward, and make a list of the names. Set the Levites apart for me in place of all the firstborn of Bnei Israel, and all the livestock of the Levites in place of the firstborn of the livestock of Bnei Israel. I am Adonai. So Moses counted all the firstborn of Bnei Israel as Adonai commanded him. The sum total of the firstborn males of Bnei Israel, 1 month old and upward, listed by name, was 22,273. Again, Adonai spoke to Moses, saying, take the Levites in place of all the firstborn of Bnei Israel, and the livestock in place of their livestock. The Levites will be mine, I am Adonai, to redeem the 273 firstborn of Bnei Israel, exceeding the number of the Levites. You are to collect 5 shekels for each, based on the shekel of the sanctuary, which is 20 gerars. Give the money for the redemption of the extra ones of the firstborn of them to Aaron and his sons. Hence, Moses collected the redemption money for those exceeding the number redeemed by the Levites. From the firstborn of Bnei Israel, he collected silver weighing 1,365 shekels, according to the sanctuary shekel. Moses gave the redemption money to Aaron and his sons, just as Adonai commanded him, in accordance with the mouth of Adonai. And just a little quick nugget, a gerar is about 1/40th of an ounce. So that is the end of chapter 3. I'm going to pause this and we're going to come back with chapter 4 in part 3.